chilling over there. They've got some smoothies and then lemonade products and the sweet stuff. That's your funnel cake. That's your funnel cake station. Here's the sweet stuff. They've got some other goodies as well. In the morning for your coffee. They're still open now with some great stuff. It's all delicious crimes with the barbecue, Hawaiian barbecue plate lunch. They'll take care of your hunger as well. Social items, shirts and sweatshirts and soccer socks. Pro Stadium Field right now has a booth as well. Portugal versus West Coast USA right here at the Beach Soccer Championships in Oceanside.
Coop Beach Soccer Championships here in Oceanside, California. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg GK Porter for Landsman Productions. This match features Team Pugg out of Santa Cruz against CD Nacional from Portugal. CD Nacional is in white, and Team Pugg out of Santa Cruz is in the all blue. 3 12-minute periods. Beach soccer, pro style here. So shift colors for all you sailors on there, past and present. We are underway. Let's get the lineups for both squads. First for Team Pugg out of Santa Cruz. The keeper is Luis Montañez. John Tuller is also the keeper. Milan Portunievich is on the squad. David Holleran, Othman Belakade from Morocco, Mickey Lawler, Rafa Shizao, Yuri Morales, and that shot goes over the top of frame. Austin Roman and Alan Brady. For CD Nacional from Portugal, the keeper is Marco. Also Federico is a keeper. Ricardo Jorge is number 2. Number 3, Nuno Tavares. 4, J. Nuno. 5, Pedro. Tomas is 5, also 5. Gonzalo, 6. 9, John Jasmines. Andre Jasmines is number 10. Silva is 21, and 33 is Fontes. This one hit right at Montanez, and he's able to make the save. Team Pugg leading 3-1 going into final period earlier today and beating them. And they lost the match 4-3. And the shot attempt that time by Andre Jasmines. And somebody must have got hit in the mouth. Jasmines. Showing you it can be a very physical sport. One of the most famous sport of the world, football. In most countries, soccer in this one, but this is the beach variety. Saved by Montañez. Gets it over to Mickey Lawler. Lawler on the wide side now with a touch by Morales. Now Austin Roman on the near side, back to Lawler on the run. He goes down, but able to retrieve it. Mikey waiting for support, just caught a chip set, and he just missed. Getting a teammate to try to put it in the back post, inside that back post. Roman intercepted now. Jasmines. Jean Jasmines Trying to go after it, win it, cannot. And a shot there by Morales. And it goes out of play. Yuri. Also from the great soccer country of Brazil. And at that time, trying to get that ball for a good accurate shot. It did not work out. And it's 0-0 match. Montañez has it. Austin Roman. Lawler slows it down. Back to Roman. Morales. Montañez, the keeper. Intercepted. Jasmines. John. Drops it back. Marco, the keeper, up forward. Foul. Jay Nuno was struck in the back. The older you get, the more and more you do not like back injuries, because you know at some point down the road you're going to have to deal with the outcome of that. I have one myself, I know, when I was younger. And especially as an athlete, even though I wasn't one, all kinds of injuries can occur, but there are some that are worse than others. As the city of Oceanside just saw that this week, earlier this week, and the great linebacker from the Chargers, Junior Seau, passing away. And on Cinco de Mayo, the opportunity here resides for seeding Nacional. A beautiful shot on the low side, but able to find it is Montañez. And this 0-0 match gets it forward. Nuno has it, drops it back. Marco with it now. Jasmines, Andre Jasmines. Yes, they are brothers, he and John. Montañez. Quickly to Yuri Morales. Yuri not able to find anybody. Tavares, back to Marco. The give and go. Marco down the left flank. Intercepted by Morales. Really strong in the space that time by Yuri. But here's Nuno. Drops it back. Tavares to Marco. Marco back to Tavares. Slows it down. Wide to Jasmines. Marco puts that ball over in the corner, but Montañez is able to get it off the rebound. Montañez, we saw him earlier. Very smart off his line. Very wise, makes good decisions. Morales marked heavily, but takes a shot, and it's over the top of frame. You have to mark him. You have to be careful. You got to know where he's at, because he's dangerous. Drops it back to Marco. And just trying to keep Montañez mindful that he can drive that ball all the way down the field. And Marco. Jasmines takes a blast and a save by Montañez. The rebound, he's able to pounce on it. Nice save by Montañez. He gave up a rebound, but he was able to pounce on it. He's shown that cat-like quickness before from the earlier match. Austin Roman. Setting it up. As you see the cone there, he can set up in the sand. Roman drives it right at Marco, and a save. He tried to go back upfield but can't, as it was cut off quickly by Austin Roman, and drives it into the stands over here. They don't mind getting an opportunity to touch that beach soccer ball. A lot of youngsters here playing in many different matches this weekend. Enjoying all the action here of this pro match. Austin Roman with it with time. Drops it back to Montañez. Near side, Morales, and then Gisao. Gisao trying to find it. Now he gets a chip as Lawler was struggling to get to it. But Gisao, beautiful play. Oh, and it hit the post. Hitting the post that time, and another shot and a save by Montañez. Morales drops it back. This is the way the match went in the earlier one, where both teams had a hard time trying to find a net, and then that ball started to find a net by both squads later in that first period. Morales can't go any further. Marco. Up forward to Jay Nuno. Nuno drops it back to Jasmines. Over to Nuno and Lawler, and that was a dangerous play. Free kick. Unfortunately, not a yellow card for Jasmine. And Lawler, thankfully, also is not any more worse for the wear as he tees it up. Lawler drives it right at Marco as he dives out to his right. Find it. He gets it back now. Going to chip it for Yuri. Or actually, that wasn't Yuri, but the striker trying to come right down to Central. Now it was Alan Brady trying to get to it, and it's out of play at the far side. Throw in. CD Nacional not able to find anybody. So on the near side. Morales drops it back. His keeper, Montañez. Lawler can do a bicycle kick. Taking a strong strike from there. Distance was Morales, but wide of the frame. Montañez now, after the strike downfield. Shishao, back to Morales. Morales back to Shishao. Rafa, want to work it down on left flank. Into the Central. Yuri Morales having a hard time with it. And he's going to give it away, but he gets back to it and shows his speed. Nuno Tavares not really happy, and that could have been dangerous because as he pushed Morales, and Montañez was coming right at the soccer ball, and they could have collided. Thankfully, that didn't happen. Morales. You see the competitive of these guys out here. They've played at a high level most of their lives. Some in this country and some over in their host country. home country. The near side, Jasmine's. Marco. Marco waiting for some help, and maybe it was just a decoy. They throw it down and tried to see if Montanez got caught watching what was going on back in his defensive half, Marco's defensive half. He had two strikers up forward. Here's Tavares. Marco. These guys so crafty at the sport. Tavares. They find it, continue to probe, and watch your weakness. Yuri Morales. Morales to the near side. Morales still trying to continue on, but that ball was knocked out of play, so his teammate throws it in. Marco knocks it away. Nice punch away by Marco. So up the field they go. Into the corner, and Montanez makes a save. Montanez. Lawler coming over at us to try to keep this one in. Wasn't able to do so. So CD Nacional with Tavares back to Marco. And he wants to get that soccer ball back. Of the beach soccer variety. Downfield. Out of play. Throw in. CD Nacional. Tavares. Nuno will take it. Got the music entertaining the young people here. Into the corner. Tavares trying to make that move, but Montanez, he took the physicality of it, but he says, I'm taking it away. And he got a whole bunch of sand and wet sand all over the top of his head as he threw it down, and Marco's got it. Gives it to Tavares. Long blast, not quite accurate enough. In this 0-0 match, winding down here with 19 seconds left to go in the first period. Will anybody put one in the back of the net? Maybe not, as it goes way wide of frame. And the protective mesh up there. 3 seconds left now. Jasmines drops it back to Marco, and that's the end of the first period. And we're still tied at 0-0, the clean sheet for CD Nacional and Santa Cruz Team Pugg 99. We'll be right back with the second period in just a moment. Stick with us. Action set to get underway here in the second period. Another 12-minute period of exciting soccer pro variety from the beach. The Beach Soccer Championships here in Oceanside. Let's see if anybody can put one in the back of the net in this period. Here's Lawler. Change to the far side of the field, and that can be a dangerous miscue, but Montanez very quick to drive it upfield. Marco. Lawler, and they just almost got one by Lawler and Montanez. There's Jay Nuno. Morales being held back from getting to the soccer ball. He's not happy about it. He's going to get a free kick. It's the old soccer trick. And you hope you can slow them up and maybe somehow not be seen by the center ref or the linesman, but it didn't work out that way. Most of the times you get caught. Hit hard, and Marco able to make the save. Morales with a blast from distance down low, but able to make the save is Marco. He was tested that time, and now he's tested again, and he makes a save as Lawler a bid. He just came at Mickey and was able to deflect that ball away. So 2 big saves there from Marco, keeper for CD Nacional. He has it now. Down that left flank, but it caromed over to the central. Here's Tavares in his deep back. Back to Marco, the Jasmines. Jean Jasmines. Back to Marco. Marco down to the central. Nobody there. On the near side. Make something happen. Lawler now, and that's going to work against Mickey Lawler. Or is it? No, it isn't. He's going to get the opportunity here with a free kick. And Jasmine's not happy about it. John. Talking to the linesman and a center ref, and not happy with the call. And Mickey Lawler is going to have an opportunity here to try to beat Marco. He scored in the last match. Or correction, he did not score, but he was very instrumental in a lot of big plays. Lawler beats Marco, and it's a goal! Go, 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 goal! 1-0. So 1-0, Team Pugg out of Santa Cruz, putting one in the back of the net. Montañez downfield, and it goes out of play past the end line. Near side. For Marco. Take his time. About 9 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the second period. Lawler will get it in, Montañez. Montañez has Milan on this side, back to Montañez. And now he's gonna slingshot that ball downfield. Shishao knocked it out of play though. Rafa couldn't control it, so the near side to Nuno. Nuno right at Montañez. Way too far for Jasmines. Lawler trying to make that move, but he lost control of the soccer ball. And they still have it, CD Nacional with Tavares trying to get to it. Still trying to keep after it, but it's going to work against Tavares. Lawler with a free kick in his own half. His team leading 1-0. Trying to get this victory. If they want to have any chance to win a championship, they need to get this victory. Mickey Lawler on a low side, and Milan tried to get a little bit of a rebound or actually carom that ball into the back of the net, but it didn't quite work out that way. But a nice idea though. Punched out by Montañez. But the all-white have it. CD Nacional other players from Portugal. Nuno, back to Marco. On the run, Jay Nuno, and it goes over top of the mesh. Had the right idea down the right flank, but Nuno not able to get the kind of strike he wanted. So Montañez as the Cloud trying to get things going here for their squad. CD Nacional over to the right of frame, way wide. Montañez will take that one. Out to the wide. Brady. And a foul in the space. Jasmines, they took that nice hop, but Montañez able to find it. Shishao, Rafa back to Montañez upfield, and then Milan, a goal! Go, 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 goal! Beautiful play as Lawler gets it to Milan, and he finishes, and it's 2-0. Off the carom to Nuno, but do not think for 1 second that this all white shorts and white jersey squad is done for this match, because far from the truth that would be. CD Nacional. Remember, it was a 3-1 lead. If you didn't know that, it was a 3-1 lead in the first match. SBSC, that Team Pugg led in, and then they end up losing the match 4-3. Off of Montañez, and Montañez going up high. The linesman now calls the timeout, and Montañez came down kind of hard on his ankle. Trying to stretch it out. He's played some tough soccer today. CD Nacional down 2-0, trying to cut this lead in half. Beach Soccer Championships 2012. Here from Oceanside, Greg G.K. Porter, along with George Langevin on a video camera, bringing you the sights and sounds from up high. Tavares with it in his own half. Back to Marco. Marco down to his left, and Nuno pushing off on Austin Roman. And Jasmines is going to come out. That's John Jasmines. Andre is still in. Austin Roman with the free kick. Roman on the low side, a save by Marco off the post. And it goes out of play. About 5:39 and counting down left to go in the second period. 2-0. Team Pugg out of Santa Cruz. Pedro is in and over the top of the frame, and a quick shot by Mickey Lawler. Left defensive spot. Team Pugg not in a hurry. They'll say, okay, eat up time off the clock. It's the onus of CD Nacional to make every good use of the clock. Yasmin's coming out. Andre, brother, comes back in, and he's employing his teammates to let's get this thing going. Down 2-0. Austin Roman over the top of the net. Nuno. Jay Nuno up forward, looking for Pedro. He ran by it now. And Lawler retrieves it and gives it back to Montañez. Back to Lawler. And go to Austin Roman. Roman back to Montañez. Up forward. Milan. Lawler. Over Pedro, but Pedro gets it. Chips it into the central, but it's knocked out of play by Brady. Pedro. Looking for Jasmine, and it just could not get the kind of shot he wanted. He was being marked pretty heavily that time. Would have been a very extremely tough shot to get it in the back of the net. Montañez off of a bounce, slows it up. Along that right flank, trying to get another strike as Morales. He just couldn't quite do it. He's playing up forward now. Remember in that first period, Morales was playing in the back. CD Nacional. The header didn't find Nuno. Now they got to get back quickly and able to do so. Nuno was. Now Pedro getting it back to Marco. That was the shot actually was partially deflected. And then now Montañez able to make the save. Here's Brady. Not able to get to it that time was Halloran. So here's Lawler. Whizzes by Brady. With 3 minutes left to go. In the second period, 2-0. Team Pugg 99 out of Santa Cruz. Marco. To Nuno, up forward. Being guarded by, or marked by Lawler. But here's Yuri Morales. Sends it forward to David Halloran on the near side. David tries a bicycle kick, and that didn't work out. He's going to give it away. Lost his balance a little bit on the try. You know he knows how to do a bicycle kick. That's the beauty of playing out here on the sand. That can happen. In the deep back, they give it back to Montañez. Wants to get it started quickly to Morales, and he does. Chips it back to Lawler. But Lawler's attempted pass was intercepted. As Tomas into the match. Marco. Tomas not able to get it, but he stays after it. Montañez showing how tough he is from the low side, able to find it. Says, I can search it out in the sand. A la what the Marines can do up here. Most of them, they're home right here in Oceanside. Yeah, he'd make a good Marine, Montañez. Who knows, maybe he was one time. 2-0 match. CD Nacional running out of time here in his second period. With only a minute and 15 left to go. Tomaso, an opportunity to cut the lead in half. Tomas, and he puts it in the back of the net. A goal! Go, 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 goal! 2-1 now as Tomas, the free kick, was lethal that time for CD Nacional. And now As I said before, and going down is Marco. And Lawler, in his attempt to get to the soccer ball, caught Marco, and he's going to have to try to shake this one off. And they have another keeper, that's Federico, if need be. And he's going to give him some water. Marco is going to stay in, just showing what a tough man he is. Got to be tough to play keeper soccer. And obviously Marco's logged very numerous amounts of hours playing this sport over his life and has been nicked up before. But thankfully he can still go out there and play hard. And a save made on Lawler. Marco keeping this game close. And it goes way over the top of the mesh by Jasmine's. Andre Montañez picks up another ball right near the net. Gets it started. Lawler's pass knocked out by Pedro. Halloran. Montañez down to central. Yuri Morales tried to, with his head, try to flick that one right at the net, but it went off the defender marking him. Now it's chipped into the penalty area. It's knocked away. Montañez, and that's the end as it's knocked away by the Nacional. And it's 2-1 as we go into the third period. Lawler scored one of the goals in Milan, has scored the other. And the only goal for CD Nacional is Tomas, but they are one goal closer. We'll be right back with the third period in just a moment. The partisans for CD Nacional have been saying Portugal. I've been to Lisbon, Portugal, or Lisboa as they say it. We got the greatest, what do you call those, aquariums I've ever seen. The biggest one I've ever seen in my life. Took at least an hour or so just to go through it. As other many great things that they have in the country of Portugal, the ruins and the many others. But obviously the one that stuck out for me was the aquarium ad. Try a great save by Marco! And another save! David Halloran. Rather, that was Milan trying to put that in both times, and it did not work out. Well, that's because Marco says, I'm going to keep this match close. And obviously knows how to do so. Marco drifts back, makes a save. Marco gets that ball up forward. Tavares. The ref says play on. Tavares on the near side. Montanez able to protect the near post. Goes out of play. These guys battered, bruised, dirty with the sand and everything as they played a lot of soccer today right here on the beach. But they've had a great time in doing so. And surely gave a lot of happiness to everybody watching today. Milan. Pedro. Lawler drifts back. Is it back to Montañez? Up forward. Yuri Morales, or no, that was Shishao trying to make a play. Montañez! Oh, he dove to his right at the last moment. He's able to find the soccer ball. Mentioned before, the cat quite like quickness. Both of these keepers have shown in this match. Knocked out. That's why this match is only 2-1. Defenders have played a part in that, but the keepers have played an even greater part. Montañez. Oh, and a bicycle kick by Lawler, and he puts it in the back of the net, 3-1. Mickey Lawler gets congratulations from his teammates in a big way there as they have the 3-1 lead. 2-goal lead again in this match. Can they make it stand up for the victory? Lawler has to get back quickly, and there's a whistle. And it might have been they got to start it all over again and started it too fast. And any strike in the back of the net would not have counted. Barres on the near side. Lawler marking him heavily. Barres to the central. Drops it back to Marco. 3-1 lead for the all-blue Team Pugg, Santa Cruz. They know they have to win this match if they want to have any chance of winning the championship. Marco down to Pedro. He couldn't control it as he was being marked heavily by Milan, and Milan is going to come off as he was hurt on a play. Morales in. Montañez looking for Lawler. He's able to ruggedly go get it. He falls down again as Tavares in a corner. And a foul against Tavares into space. Lawler, the free kick. Or known as a penalty kick. As it was done in the box. Clock stops when this happens. 8:55 left to go in a match. 3-1, Team Pugg. 99 in the all blue, trying to make it a commanding lead here. As they lead right now, 3-1. Lawler puts it in the back of the net. Lawler with 2 goals, or making 3 goals in this match. He's got 3. Milan has the other, and they lay on lead 4-1. Can't say he hasn't came to play here in this match, this late match. For Team Pugg, Montañez has done the same. Without his efforts, they might be behind. Pounces on this one. 8.5 left to go in the match. Team Pugg 99. And now the giveaway by Morales. Into the corner. Austin Roman. Actually, that was Austin Roman's miscue. And Morales kind of helped him out. The far side, but there's Montañez again, robbing Jasmine's. But it goes past the inline, so Jasmine's will get a corner kick. Or no, they say it's just a throw-in. He throws it in. They do get one off of Montañez, but now they have it again. Montañez, how did he stop that one? able to make the save again. And surely it looked like it was going to get by him. Remember, as you see him there trying to stretch out, he has had his legs tested in this match, cramping up. And he goes down now and needs to stretch it out again. Can he finish this match with 7:14 left to go? Played a whale of a match, 4-1. Team Pugg, 99 out of Santa Cruz in the all blue. With kind of a comfortable lead at this point, but CD Nacional, don't count him out of it. If Montañez cannot continue, they might have a chance to come back, even though they're down by 3 goals. Not to say that the other keeper can't play well. Montañez has stood on his head, though. No doubt about it. They like to use that terminology in hockey. Tavares up forward, but cut off there by Austin Roman. And back at Marco, who's made to save. Pedro. Roman doesn't let it go any further. And then, in successive touches, trying to get Yuri Morales, or Shishao, I should say, to put it in the back of the net, and he just couldn't do it. Remember, these guys do not have, for Team Pugg, numbers on the back, as you've noticed. Making a beautiful play. There was Jasmine's. But here's Roman. Marco, Tavares. David Holleran was pressuring him. Treating back was Roman. Driving it out of play. Jasmine's. Marco. All the way down. But no problem for Montañez, as what's been much of a problem at all for him in this match. He saved his best for this late afternoon match. He was good earlier. Yeah, he's been even better in this one. In the corner for Shishao. Rafa can't get to it. And now, Alan Brady. Brady now. Shishao. Rafa can't quite get to it as Marco. Nice play to get to it first. Shishao over the top of frame. 5 minutes and counting. 5:03, 5:02, counting down now. It'll be under 5 minutes left to go here in the final period. They don't have long distances to go to try to put it in the back of the net, but the time is starting to run out on them. CD Nacional. Tavares back to Marco. Marco trying to save a little bit of energy, get it up forward, and he does. Jasmine's has it. Jasmine's now to Tavares. Can't get much of a shot there. Or it had way too much pace for Jasmine's Andre to get to it. Montañez now. Off to Karen by Halloran. Tavares up to John Jasmine's. The two brothers going to try to see whatever they can do to try to get it in the back of the net. Keep the pressure on Montañez as he looks one way and slings it off to Rafa Shishao. Shishao takes a shot, a save by Marco. Nice save. Off to Karam. And it's going to be a handball, free kick. And that's turning out to be a penalty shot. Jasmine setting it up. Jasmine's, and he finds the back of the net. John Jasmine's. And it is 3-2, or 4-2. 4-2 now.
Seconds left on the clock. You heard the crowd yell. Make sure you make your way over to the
So 4-2.
to check out this fantastic match.
Austin Roman setting it up. Roman. And Morales at Misco on three. Oh, and it goes off of Montanez. Boy, he wanted that one. But they still have it. Over to Nuno. Oh, and he just missed wide of frame. They needed that one that time. They could have brought it within one. Not able to get it, but they had good pressure. With 3:31 as the clock stops. Left to play in a match. Nicked up in the facial area, and coming out is Austin Roman. Roman is not happy. And well, most people wouldn't be anytime you get hit in the face. Montanez up forward. Lawler, but on it is Jasmine, and he's going to get the penalty shot. City Nacional. Showing how they will continue to fight hard to try to win this match. 4-2. John Jesmins setting it up. What more do you have to ask from Luis Montanez? As he collects himself and says, here I go, I'm ready to go again to try to save my squad from a tire of defeat. And Jasmine says, I'm going to try to put it in the back of the net. He does! And it's a goal! Go, 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 goal! Jasmine, and he gets his second goal of the match. And the celebration, Portugal's size, is drawing a yellow card for him, but it is 4-3. Down by one now. They won't quit. .3:18 left to go in this exciting match. And again, Team Pugg finding themselves in another match where it is close. Marco goes down, and the clock is stopped, obviously. Let's see. A point can be taken away from you if it's a red card. You have to be careful. You can't hurt yourself or your team. Portugal working hard, and a long shot by Marco. It goes just wide of frame. Montanez gets it down to Lawler, who scored the hat trick, so to speak, as they say in hockey, 3 goals. Help his team to this slim 1-goal lead. That has diminished here in the third period. That's what happened to them in the last match, and they ended up losing that match. They can't afford to lose this one if they want to win the championship. Marco. Tavares. Back to Marco. Tavares. to Marco, and he wants to go out right. He finds Andre Jasmines. Jasmines in the corner. Clock running down to 2 minutes left to play in a match, and it goes out of play. The ball is brought in. To Morales. Morales now. The Montañez trying to find Lawler, and it goes past the goal line. But it was lastly touched by Tavares. Lawler back upfield, and a time. Don't see this in, field soccer, but you do see this in beach soccer. Minute 36 left to play in a match. Why? Because field soccer, clock keeps running. They added time on at the end of each period. Lawler, go! Go, 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 go! David Halloran snuck inside the defenders, and he helps them to take a 2-goal lead, and it's now 5-3. 5-3, and that might have been the one they needed to win this match. Unless, of course, CD Nacional doesn't get one in this last minute and 21 seconds. It would have been needed, but you never know, so you got to keep playing, and that's what Lawler did. He found his teammate Halloran. Halloran scored one in the last game. He scored one in this one. Lawler, and he almost made an unbelievable play. As it was being marked, he kind of heel struck it, and it almost fouled the back of the net. Marco. Tavares. 42 seconds left. Tavares, his shot is blocked. He goes after it, trying to find it. Still going after it. He goes down, but they say he was dangerous on a keeper, and he struck the keeper. So he doesn't get a card, but at this point, it helps out Team Pugg, because even though the clock stopped, they get possession again. And if you're CD Nacional, you don't want that. You got to hold on to the soccer ball, and you got to rapid fire put it in the back of the net. Montañez, Lawler, the near side, and Morales, as Jasmines does whatever he can. Andre to chase it down, but he's not getting to it. 22 seconds left, and they'll just play keep away. Knocked out as John Jasmines knocks it out, or Nuno knocks it out, I should say. 6 seconds left. And out with 3 seconds left. Linesman stopping the clock, but now it's back into play. 1 second left, and they're going to win this match. A hotly contested match, but Team Pugg able to find victory in this late afternoon match, 5-3 over CD Nacional from Portugal. Hope you enjoyed all the action here in Oceanside, the Beach Soccer Championships. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for Langevin Productions, along with George on the camera, and we'll be right back with some interviews and closing comments from those who participated in this match today. Greg G.K. Porter back here with the Beach Soccer Championships here from Oceanside, California. And I'm here with David Halloran. David, talk about this match.
This match is a must win for us. We went into it, not sure what would happen. All we knew we had to do is win. basically we did that, and it felt good, you know. Got a goal myself, and everybody I think got a goal, so it was definitely went out on top for this day right now.
That's a tough team because they're from, most of the guys are from Portugal, so they know how to play this world's most famous sport. What did you guys say when you guys were in a situation where they were coming back? What did you say to each other?
I mean, pretty much, you know, we're all professionals here, so we kind of just knew, you know, you have that feeling, you just got to pick it up and, you know, individually, and then we come together as a team, and I think we really showed it. You know, although we did give away little scrappy goals here and there, you know, we pulled together and, you know, got the win. I think that was crucial.
And your keeper played, he stood on his head today, didn't he?
I did?
Yeah, your keeper did.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're going to get a chance to talk to him. But great match for you.
Thank you, yeah. Appreciate it.
And good luck towards winning the rest of this tournament.
Yeah, hopefully we get through here. We're still waiting to see on how this team does, and we'll find out.
Well, it was fun watching you today. We got a chance to see you twice, David. Great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Greg G.K. Porter back here with Luis Montañez, and I'm telling you, you played some great soccer today. Your whole team played some great soccer. In both games, you didn't get the result in the first one, but you did in this one. Talk about this match.
Well, this match, obviously, you play against one of the teams who know the game strategically, physically, technically. So we kind of have to stick to our game, have our own game plan, try not to make the mistakes so they can capitalize, and we did that. You know, we made very little mistakes. We put them away when we had to, and it showed at the end.
You know, it's something where, you know, you need your defenders to do their job. You need, you know, the strikers to come back and help out. They did that in the second game when you really needed them to.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game where if somebody forgets to do or doesn't want to do that one piece, it shows. There's only enough room for us to cover.
Right.
And if you're not willing to do your own, the rest of the team pays for it. Everybody shared. Everybody did what they had to do. And we covered most of the space as much as we could, and it made it difficult for them.
Luis, at one point I said you could have made a great Marine. I don't know. Were you in the military?
No, I wasn't.
Well, when you were seeking out, well, I was. When you were seeking after that soccer ball on the low side in the dirt, I says he would have made a great Marine. Of course, your haircut and everything, kind of, and this being Oceanside, hey, I'm sure the way you played today, I'm sure they'd love to have you, wouldn't they?
Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, I wouldn't mind to be there either. I mean, it's a great job, and I appreciate them.
Well, I tell you what, it was just one of those games that they kept coming, and then it got, you know, so physical to where, you know, you took some lumps. How you feeling right now?
Well, I'm pretty beat up right now. I haven't played a tournament like this in almost 2 years. Wow. When I stopped playing for the national team, you know, I kind of didn't continue on. 2 knees injuries. Now coming back, this is my first official tournament. So it's kind of hard to get back in the game, getting beat up as much. Now, as you can see, I have ice. I need it.
So you played at the national team level at one point, huh?
Yeah, I played for the beach national team for 6 years. Oh, wow. So a few World Cups and qualifiers here and there.
Well, I could tell. Well, I tell you what, get some rest. I mean, that's tough, easy for me to say. You know, it's going to be tough for you, but hopefully your team gets an opportunity to have your services tomorrow to try to finish this one out.
Yeah, just apply some ice for tonight, you know, get some good rest and come back at it again tomorrow.
Well, you know how to do that. Luis, it was a pleasure watching you today and your team, and good luck towards winning the championship.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
I'm back here with Mickey Lawler, who scored 3 goals, what they call in hockey the hat trick. That had to be a lot of fun today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
You know, it's one of those matches that you know at this point in the juncture of the first day that you really got to come with a result that gives you a victory or at least a tie. And was that the mindset that you guys talked about prior to this match?
Yeah, before the match, you know, we talked about a kind of strategy. So instead of just hanging back and trying to keep off goals, it's like, hey, let's go out with the mindset of getting goals. So if you get goals and the other team is kind of forced to play a different game, or if you don't get goals, you can't really win the match, you know? So we went out there trying to score goals, and it kind of went our way, I think.
Well, definitely the aggressiveness showed by you out there. The bicycle kicks were fabulous. How long have you been playing soccer?
Playing soccer since I was like 6, I want to say, but only started playing beach soccer like about 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
One time on in Santa Cruz, California, with Lucho, our goalkeeper, and Yuri Morales, and a couple of the Jevin Albuquerque, Brendan, all the U.S. soccer guys actually invited us out to play one day, and ever since that first day, man, I've been loving the sport. Coming to every time I can.
I tell you what, you don't have to run as far, and you know, your individual skills can really come through, and they showed today.
Thank you very much.
You guys have to now move to the next level. You know, if you get the result, meaning you get to move on towards winning the championship, and that is not only get victories, but you got to kind of get that thing to where it says, hey, you know what, we're going to win this tournament. That momentum, if you will, that championship momentum, right?
Yeah, we need that momentum going forward. I think we keep with this good mindset, good positive team, we'll be just fine.
Mikey, great match, and good luck towards winning this tournament. And one last thing, how do you feel about this tournament now that it has, what, been in the 6th year?
I love this tournament. It's actually one of the biggest tournaments. I think I'd like to thank all the sponsors and everyone who puts it on, and all the people that come out, all the kids. It's just a great environment for everybody. Nothing but positive vibes, yeah.
And the kids sign the autographs and everything, don't they?
Yeah, they're like autographs. It's a great environment. I love it.
Well, I should say you guys sign the autographs, and the kids want the autographs, yeah. Great job today by you and your team, and good luck towards winning it all, okay?
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right. Greg G.K. Porter back here with Marco, the keeper for CD Nacional from Portugal. Or your team is mostly Portuguese, so if not every player, right?
Yes. No, all the players are Portuguese.
Okay.
And it was a very difficult game because this tournament have good teams playing, and I enjoyed the tournament, and I want to the congratulations organization and to all the sports and the people. I want to my congratulations for everything.
They really organized this tournament very, very well with all the vendors. Seems like a lot of teams come out and they want to be a part of this. Talk about how your team felt about at least playing very, very well today. Maybe you didn't come out in this last game with the result, but talk about today's matches.
Today the games was very difficult. Yesterday you have a difficult game against Shoreline. It was a very good team. Like I said, all the teams from this tournament are good. And today we start in the morning. We were very concentrated about the team, and it was a very good game. We come to a very easy game because we are very concentrated. After the afternoon, we have maybe the time we have to rest and some sun. And the team was not like you know it, you know, some way. But I like it. But
there's the flag. There's the Portuguese flag.
This is a Madeira flag. This is from the Região da Madeira.
Okay.
This is very important for the Madeira, and we are the people come from the Madeira, and I like it. This is a sport.
You're getting draped with it today. Well, thank you very much, Marco.
Thank you for your.
All right. Winning this match, Team Pugg, 99 out of Santa Cruz, 4-3. Mickey Lawler scoring a hat trick with Milan and David Halloran. And you got a chance to hear their thoughts at the end of the match, along with the great keeper Marco. And his team played very well and came very, very close towards the end to maybe tying it up. We hope you enjoyed all the action right here from the beach in Oceanside. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for George Landerman Video Sports Productions with George on the camera, saying take care of yourself as always. God bless, and remember to save this one on your hard drive. Bye now.